Hello everyone and welcome back to another One Piece Treasure Cruise OPTC Challenge Series video. Today I have a lot of things I want to do. It's actually the same day as episode 1, but I have a lot of units that I want to actually purchase right now, pick up from some event quests, and just some random things I want to do. First things first, we do have a new day here, so I'm getting a bunch of extra rewards. I'm starting to slowly accumulate a bunch of tickets in my box or in my mail, so we can do that and get some Rayleigh points, so we can purchase some characters in the Rayleigh's Bazaar. So I did start the friend mission with my main account, and I did that by entering a code that the main account sent. As a new player, usually it just takes you waiting, and eventually it'll pop up when you open your account that someone invited you to play. Just accept, and then you can start your friend mission. But since we are on our first official day, it means that we have our first free multiple, which is quite big. There's also a panel mission right there telling me to change my name. I'll do that in a moment. But first, let's actually do this free multi. I mean, the only thing I'm looking for is just a bunch of Sugo Ray units. I do not care the quality. I think this is 3 times the legend rate every single multi, so we should be seeing quite a bit. Hopefully we can get enough Rayleigh points to max some units. Okay, we are getting the train, so that means we are probably going to get 1 legend maybe. I think the last post is guaranteed. I'm not sure if this phone can even handle the Sugo Fist animations, so we'll see ya. But I mean, this is kind of boring. It doesn't really matter who I get, so I'm just going to skip until the end. Yeah, there was no legends in between, so I think this last one is guaranteed. Well, we got gear 4, so of course we're gonna get a legend. Who's it gonna be? Mr. 1. Pretty bad legend for a new account, but either way we're selling him, so it doesn't really matter. So that's the day 0 pool for the free multi. So I think I have another 9 multis. That's gonna be great for the account. We have some tickets here. I'm just gonna get through these quickly, and then we can go and visit the Rayleigh's Bazaar, because as I said before, the Rayleigh's Bazaar is going to be our best friend on this account. Of course, being able to sell all these pullable units for Rayleigh points is very massive. And we were actually given a copy of the Shanks Sacrifice for the Sake of a New Era. He's one of the units that I want to get in the Rayleigh's Bazaar, but he does have a level limit break, which is an upgrade in his abilities when he gets dupes fed into him. So we are still going to buy him from the Rayleigh's Bazaar, but this is a nice free copy that we're getting from the rookie support campaign, which is always going to be there whenever you start an account. It doesn't matter when. You're always going to get that free Shanks and some rainbow gems. Now, I have actually scouted the gimmicks of the treasure map. I actually don't know if that was a guaranteed legend. Let me quickly check. I think there might have just been pure luck, 5% chance. Yeah, that was the One Piece card appearance ticket, so that was not guaranteed to be a legend. So that's a free 5,000 Rayleigh points. Thank you very much. But yeah, I have actually looked at the gimmicks for the East Blue League of Treasure Map, and I'm pretty sure we can handle the intrusion at least. There's one character I need to get from one of the event quests on Extra Island though, so we'll do that after getting some of these characters from the Rayleigh's Bazaar. And some of the characters there are going to actually have utility that will allow us to beat the intrusion boss, so that's quite exciting. I'm very excited to try and level up these characters, and I should also be able to get to the Sexy Foxy ship, which will be the berry boosting ship, which can give us a lot more stuff that we need for ship modification. And also just powering up units, it takes quite a bit of berries at the start. Of course, the main uses for berries is going to be powering up characters, limit breaking them, and then also of course ship modification. Okay, the first day reward is a guaranteed straw hat legend, so that's another 5,000 Rayleigh points. Very nice. And I have actually decided that I'm gonna sell those side free-to-play straw hats once again later on, when I do allow myself to start using them, which will probably be much later on in the series. Then I can just get them from the PKA shop, which is not going to be a big deal. So I'm just going to sell them for now, so they're out of my account. That's all the tickets I have for the moment. So we can sell all these characters, and we should only be left with Luffy and Shanks in our box after all this. So buy, not sell the Shanks, he's a free-to-play character. But everyone else is gonna go. I did get one copy of Golden Pound Usopp because you can farm him on the extra island. He's going to be the best quest for you to farm pirate levels and also get some XP boosting materials to level up your characters. So I will show which quests are best for that and which quests I'm going to farm personally on this account besides Golden Pound Usopp. But for now, I'm going to sell all these straw hats, and I also just need to unfavorite that Luffy so I can sell him. This hurts a bit because these guys cost quite a bit of PKA tickets, Pirate King Adventures tickets, so it's going to take quite a bit of grinding to get these guys back. But I will of course keep Luffy's Super Evolution skulls. You cannot get those again, I'm pretty sure, or you might be able to, but either way I can't use these guys without Luffy himself, so we'll just leave them there. So we only have Shanks, Golden Pound Usopp, and Luffy. So let's visit the Rayleigh Bazaar, see how many tickets we have. Well, not tickets, but points. 22,000. Okay, that was even more than I was expecting. So there's a bunch of units here. Some of them are available for 1 Rayleigh point each. And I mean, that's a steal. That's basically free. So we're just going to look for them. I think they're right at the top here. Yeah, so here's the Shanks that we just got. So I want to get 9 dupes. That's as many dupes you need to get the character to level them up break 5, level them up break maxed. That's the most dupes will be helpful for, 9 dupes, and then after that you do not need any more. We can get Shanks to level 150 now. So each dupe you feed in, it slowly gets the character closer and closer to a max level of 150, which is awesome to have. This is the same Luffy that we got from the tutorial. This is just the unevolved version, so I'm going to get 9 copies once again. So we still have a copy of Shanks and Luffy there, but we don't really need it, so just leaving it there. Then we have the Luffy and Law from the Dressrosa arc. These guys used to be given through that rookie login bonus that we got from the mail, but they changed it now that we get the Shanks instead. So we can get all 10 copies of this guy. So we have the base copy and then also the 9 dupes to get the character maxed out. These characters have also the upgrades to their captain effect when you feed dupes into them. So these guys are going to be great for the treasure map. This Law in particular, because he does get the ability to reduce the attack down debuff, which is present in the treasure map. He also gives us a color affinity boost, which just enhances the effect of type advantage, and then also randomizes our orbs. But I think that's about it from the Rayleigh Bazaar. I'm also going to see if we can buy any more ships now. I can buy, I think, 3 of them, which is awesome. There's also some Colosseum characters here, which are very hard to get in terms of actually fighting the content themselves. But these are very old Colosseums that weren't added to the Recollection archive. So it's impossible to actually get them besides from here. So we'll see about them later on. They aren't very good units. Besides Lao G, this character I am going to get right now 6 copies. So Lao G, he has one of the best free-to-play supports in the game. It essentially just gives you a full board of matching orbs. He attaches to very niche characters, but it shouldn't be too hard to get a McVice, Delenja, or Diamante character. So he's going to give us a full board of G orbs on the final stage. Not quite as strong as matching orbs, but a lot of characters will benefit from having G orbs, which is nice to have. It's still a guaranteed full board of orbs, which is good to have regardless. But I think that's about it. Let's see if any ships. I think they might be at the top, right at the top. Come on, come on. It's very slow on this account. Like I'm swiping down and it's only reacting about like 5 seconds late on. So I'm really probably gonna have to tap on my phone manually so that I don't have to deal with this delay from playing on the PC. Okay, come on, where are these ships, bruh? Okay, here we are. So I'm gonna get the Sexy Foxy and then one more. Maybe the Moorish ship. The Moorish ship is quite interesting. But for now, I think I'll just get the Flying Dutchman because why not? It does give you an XP boost. So until I get the Ho ship, I'll have to make do with this ship to boost our pirate levels. So our shipyard is starting to look quite stacked. We have 5 ships besides the default one we get at the start. That's pretty nice. So I'm gonna level these guys up right now. Actually, we're given quite a bit of cola at the start, 20,000. So we actually just want to max the ships out at their regular 10 out of 10. So we're gonna have to feed it 9 times to get from level 1 to level 10. Level 11 and level 12 are extremely expensive. They cost about 15,000 cola, as well as the super cola resource, which is very rare. You only get about 5 per month, so definitely do not accidentally overfeed with these ships. Rather just go at 9, and then that'll give you the cheap upgrade that'll max out the ship as far as you need to at the moment. So Flying Dutchman is going to give you the XP boost, the 1.5x attack for every single character, and then also has a special to reduce enemy defense, which isn't too useful, but it is there. The Sexy Foxy is a 1.2x Pirate XP boost, which is going to help you level up your account. But then we also have a 2x Berry boost, which is the main reason why I wanted this ship. Now, the Rocket Man zombie teams are quite complicated to explain, but the main reason we want this ship is to reduce our crew HP to be extremely low, like below 1,000 HP. Like you're only gonna have a few hundred HP, which means you're gonna be essentially one tap. But having such a low HP allows you to perform a zombie team, which is essentially just chipping away at the boss very slowly over dozens of turns. So this ship is gonna allow us to do that. And the Dreadnought Saber, as I explained in the previous video, is going to allow us to get around the enemy resilience buff, as well as give us a huge HP pool, and then also allowing you to wave clear weak enemies with the end of turn damage. So extremely helpful ship. The dinghy is also one that you get right at the start. Be careful, you actually are forced to feed modification 1 time, so you only need to feed 8 to get it to level 10. This is not a ship you want to max out with level 12. It does give you a lot of HP, but it's not really worth it compared to a lot of other ships. So we have our ships maxed out there. That's really nice. But that's actually not on the to-do list. So I did get some free-to-play units. But before we mark that off the to-do list, I do want to actually get the last free-to-play character I need for the treasure map, which is going to be Neko Mamushi. So he's available here in the character recruitment quests. I'm pretty sure he's over here with Rebecca. Yes, so he's a quick character, but he does reduce bind and also gives you a chain boost, which is very significant for this treasure map. Now, one resource that I want to bring you guys' attention to is going to be this site here, which is the paste bin. I will put the link down in the comments, but this allows you to essentially see exactly which gimmicks are in the treasure map or any recent events. So we can see here our powerhouse, free spirit, and fighter class allies are going to get a cooldown reduction, which means we can use their specials very quickly. And then on stage 2, the enemy is going to give our middle row bind for 4 turns and also change their type randomly. So the enemy, we won't know what type they are until the quest starts. And then on the 3rd stage, we get 3 turns of attack down, block orbs, which are very difficult to change. And then we also get a chain minimum and chain maximum attack down. The most important thing is that we have a chain boost so we can get above a 2x chain. Otherwise, it'll be quite difficult to start dealing damage to the enemy. And the enemy only does 6,000 damage upon death, which is negligible. So this Neko Mamushi, he not only gets around the bind on stage 2, and then he also is going to allow us to get around the chain debuffs on the final stage. So incredibly helpful character. I'm going to get him here, and then hopefully he works really well with the other characters we bought from the Rayleigh Bazaar. But for now, this is going to be our team. We got Laoji, Trafalgar Law, Luffy, Shanks, and Usopp with the Dreadnought Saber ship for wave clear at the end of the turn. So I'm actually quite interested to see how this team is going to work. We do have a very minor increase in our Pirate XP and berries thanks to Luffy as a captain. But I'm not sure if the ship will be able to wave clear. We'll see how it works. If not, I will change the ship to the Flying Dutchman to give us a bit more XP. But I do actually need to get to Pirate level 80 to get access to Treasure Map. So I do actually need to farm Golden Pound Usopp after getting my hands on Neko Mamushi. So I'm just going to get into this. It's a very easy quest, but I'm very interested to see how the team works. And as I said before, we're only allowed to use our own friend captain, nothing from other people. Otherwise, it's very easy to clear hard content. So this Luffy is actually a pretty good captain. He's universal, meaning he boosts all characters in the game. And he's a 4x attack boost, which is very significant to start off with. So we just have to download here. And Nekomamushi, he's a quick striker cerebral character. So I don't think he's going to really work well with our other characters. And he does state that to boost our chain by 0.5, we need our captain to be a striker character. So I think Law might be a striker. I'm not too sure. But he might be our only option. Or we could run Nekomamushi as the captain himself. And the ship is actually going to wave clear and kill those enemies. So you can see why I wanted this ship. It's very, very good. It does fixed damage, so it won't... Oh, no. It doesn't do fixed damage. My bad. So this mob does have quite a bit of defense that we have to break through before we can start dealing damage. So those guys are quite hard to deal with such a weak captain. But it's really not too hard with how strong Luffy's captain ability is. Okay. And then we also need to feed in those dupes that I got from the Rayleigh Bazaar. Otherwise, the specials of our characters will not be strong enough. Okay, yeah, we are struggling. We are struggling quite a bit here. We're going to have to take 2 turns to kill off Neko. Should be fine, though. He doesn't do a lot of damage. But after we get this Nekomamushi, we can cancel down the to-do list, acquire some free-to-play units. And then we can do some farming for XP, which I will do off camera. I'll just show you what strategy I'm using to get to level 80. And then we can unlock treasure map, do 1 round of treasure map, and then finally finish off with OPTC run. And also doing the single pull of the week, which is very exciting. I can't wait to do that. So we beat Nekomamushi. I'm just going to do the run a few more times just to get his dupes. Which, I mean, it's really not necessary right now. I'll do that later on. As long as we have 1 Nekomamushi, we should be fine. Besides maybe maxing out his special ability, which will help us quite a bit. And we also get the Heims. These are one of the best leveling up materials in the game. So these quests are very good to farm for resources. But there's Neko. He's a quick cerebral striker. Oh no, he's a free spirit. Okay, that's pretty cool. He also changes our captain's orb to quick. And then gives us the chain boost if our captain is a striker. How good is his captain ability? It's pretty bad. It's weak and only for striker characters. So I really hope someone else in our party is a striker unit so that we can get that effect without having to run him as a captain. That would be quite annoying. I don't think we'd have enough damage to kill the intrusion. And thank goodness Law is a striker. Thank goodness, man. I mean, he's still not a really good captain. Oh wait, no, if I feed dupes into him, look. He becomes a 3.25x universal captain. And then he also gives the berry and pirate XP boost. So he's going to be great. But I do got to feed in the dupes. Luckily, Treasure Cruise has an auto feeding feature now. So I just press 1 button and then wait back as all of my dupes get fed in. So that's going to be quite exciting. And there we go. We have the max symbol under the character, which means we can get to level 150. We actually get a lot of sockets here, which might actually help us. If we can get at least socket level 1 for bind reduction, it'll help us a lot in this quest, because we don't have enough bind reduction from Cat Viper himself, so we actually need sockets at least a bit. But we do at least have a full party of characters here. I might have to kick Lao G off just so that we have room for Nekomamushi. Or I could probably kick off Golden Pound Usopp. I think he's going to be much weaker on the team. But Golden Pound Usopp, he's going to be great for a lot of content, like early content, because we can just delay the enemy so they won't be able to attack us for 3 turns. Very good character. We actually have an extra dupe of Shanks. That's pretty interesting. But I'm just going to level up these characters so that we can get them ready for the treasure map. But let me just show you guys what strategy I'm going to be using to farm XP. So I'm going to go into a different team here. We're going to use the Flying Dutchman for 1.5x Pirate XP boost. We don't get a lot of berries from farming the character recruitment quests, so we can just use a ship that focuses solely on Pirate XP. Besides that, we can use the captain ability of... Who should we use actually? I think this Luffy might be the best option, because we have the 1.2x, but this guy's a 1.3x, so he's a bit better, so we'll use him. But what about Shanks? Come on, Shanks, surely you have a 1.5x Pirate XP boost. Okay, 1.5x berries. That is definitely the best one we have, but surely we have someone who's gonna boost Pirate XP by a 1.5x. Luffy? No, he's 1.2x for berries and Pirate XP. So that's quite disappointing actually. We're gonna have to use Luffy here, which is not the worst option. And we are gonna be using our Psy and Int characters mostly, since that's who Luffy boosts as the captain. We can just throw in Lao G there. So I think this is gonna be our best option. Two 1.3x Pirate XP boosting captains, because of course our friend captain will be the same Luffy, and then also the ship for 1.5x. And then what I'll do is I'll farm the Golden Pound Usopp quest. The reason we're going for Usopp particularly while farming is because we can actually sell his duplicates for 10 Rayleigh points, which may not seem like a lot, but after farming a lot you get a massive amount of Rayleigh points. And all the other characters here you can farm only give 1 Rayleigh point or 2 per duplicate. So Golden Pound Usopp is easily the best option to farm. So I'll meet you guys back when I have level 88 or level 80, so we can unlock treasure map. And then we only have about an hour and a half left until treasure map leaves. So hopefully we can get our hands on at least 1,000 treasure map tickets, so we can get 1 treasure map unit. That'll be massive for the account. Can't lie to you, man, I actually did end up dying against this Golden Pound Usopp. I had to level up all my characters to like level 100 at least. So definitely very weak right now. We need some very strong character, and that's why treasure map is such a necessity right now. And it's also the reason why I'm not quite yet at level 80. I'm at about level 62-ish after this run here. The problem is treasure map is ending in 29 minutes. I'm definitely not gonna be able to make it if I don't. If I just continue doing this, it's gonna take me 29 minutes to get to level 80, and then I still need to make the treasure map team and win an intrusion fight, which is not gonna happen. So what we're gonna do is, there is gonna be a Pirate XP quest that should appear sometime here while we do the rookie request missions, the rookie chopper man missions. So I think I just need to do a few of them. I just need to do Fushia Village, and then I think the Pirate XP quest 1 should appear. And although the quest gives a lot of XP, so I'd rather use a better XP boosting captain and the host ship, which gives a 2x Pirate XP boost, whereas the Flying Dutchman only gives a 1.5x. I still, as long as I can get a treasure map character here in time, I'll be happy. So let me just auto this quickly. Unfortunately, this is the one quest in the game where you can't use your own friend captain, but I mean, this Luffy I already have, so it's kind of basically the same thing. I'm just worried about the damage. Even though it is East Blue League on nav level 1, I don't think our captains are strong enough. I mean, Law is a 3.25x, which is much better than this Luffy I'm using as my captain here. He's about a 2.25x, so I just hope we're gonna have enough damage. Otherwise, we really don't have a lot of time to experiment. But in 28 minutes, when treasure map ends, we'll also be able to get access to OPTC run. So that's quite exciting. Hopefully we can get a decent score. The only problem is that I don't know if it's gonna be super laggy on here. It really will be. So I'll probably have to play the OPTC run on my phone directly, with its broken screen and all. It definitely won't work, me playing here on the laptop. But who knows, maybe it'll work out. Luckily, OPTC run is very easy to play on a new account. All you need is some stamina meats, and we get a stamina meat every single time we level up, which is of course quite common on a new account. As you can see there, the mission at the bottom, clear Pirate XP Quest 1. This is going to be our ticket to get to level 80 right this instant. Now, I also need to make sure that I actually formulate this team properly for the intrusion. I need to make sure that my Cat Viper is not in the middle row because the middle row gets binded. So I'm actually going to start building this team here so that we can jump straight into it once I get the Pirate XP. So we have to use Law as our captain because he's a striker. Neko Mamishi requires a striker captain. Then we're going to put the Luffy on, just any of our units here. The Psy Luffy is not necessary because he reduces paralysis, of which we already reduce. I mean, we don't get in this quest. Yeah, this is quite laggy. So we're going to have to put Neko there. And then also Laoji. Yeah, I'd rather put Shanks. So this is going to have to be our squad. Just make sure that your Neko is not in the middle row and you should be fine. For the ship, I'll run... I really don't know. This is a 1.5x attack boost. I think that's all I really need. Yeah, why not? Why the hell not? Pirate XP boosting Flying Dutchman ship. That's going to be what we run. And then we're just going to do this Pirate XP quest quickly. It's really not that difficult. So I'm just going to meet you guys on the reward screen. If this does not get me to level 80, then I'm going to be in quite the pickle. So please, it should be a decent amount. Okay. It's going very slowly. Usually if you get a lot of XP, yeah, only 50k. That's not going to get us there. It's not going to get us there. Oh no. That's not good. I'm going to have to clear a few more of these missions so the second quest appears, I'm pretty sure. Luckily, these should be very easy. Let me just take a look, see. Pop character 3 times. Clear quest 5 times. Luckily, if you hit the 3 times stamina, 3 times reward, it does count as 3 clears. So that's going to be quite quick. So we're going to go in here, Usopp. We only have 24 minutes left. And I'm really not confident in the team's ability to win on the first attempt. I mean, it's going to be exceptionally weak. Luckily, I'm pretty sure Law will shuffle the block orbs we get on the final stage, so that should be fine. But I'm not sure if he even gets cooldown. I think Free Spirit, Cerebral, and Powerhouse. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone on our team is at least a Free Spirit. So we should be fine on that front. But I'll be back once I get some of these quests cleared, and then we can hopefully see Pirate XP Quest 2. I'm very worried right now. Okay, surely I get more quests after this. I cleared quite a few of them. Okay, we're getting Nami. I really don't care right now. I need to sell her once again. Nothing. Oh wait, there we go. Wait. Yes, Pirate XP Quest 2. Okay. This should get me there. There's no way it doesn't. And then we have essentially 12 minutes. So we need to get through this really fast. Okay, this looks like it's gonna actually get us there. Thank goodness. Okay. We need to go fast. I actually do want to make one small change to the team before we go straight in. Okay, so I made one tiny change. I just put the Psy Luffy on my team instead of the Strength one. Because I'm going to use the Strength one as my friend captain because he's a 4x attack boosting captain. So he's going to be much stronger to use. So that way I have both of them on my team. Okay, so we're going into the East Blue League. There's no way we promote in 14 minutes. But if we can clear the intrusion at least one time, I'll be exceptionally happy. So we can get our hands on at least 1,000 blue tickets. So we're just gonna have to blast through all the tutorial screens. There's also some missions relating to using the C chart cards. So I mean, I don't think there's enough time for me to use those, but we'll see. Okay, shut up, Robin, bruh. Come on, bruh. There we go. Calm C. Intrusion battle. There's no way I have enough time to build for the final boss, but we'll see. Honestly, these East Blue League battles are so easy, you don't really need to even team build. If you had the struts, the side struts, you can just throw them on the team with Luffy as your captain. There's a good chance you'll just win. But let's see what happens. Okay, Chopper's keeping us in suspense, please. You only have 13 minutes left. Okay, we do actually have the secret map right off the bat, which is pretty nice. Please shut up, Robin. I really don't need your tutorial. I've played treasure map thousands of times before. Please, just... I've had enough. Okay. Bro, okay. I understand how treasure map works. You know, one good thing though is that it's so much easier as a new player to start treasure map, since you don't need to build for mini bosses anymore. As a late game player, it kind of sucks because it makes treasure map more boring, but as a new player, this is definitely a good change because you need so many different characters to team build unique teams for each mini boss. So having to not do that is pretty nice. Okay. Kid, this is the intrusion. Here we go. 3,000 points. I'm literally going to have 0 point boost, which is, I mean, it's great. We all like having 0 point boost. Okay. So I actually need to go back to the normal crew. Yep. Remember back when there wasn't a special treasure map crew tab and you just had to use your normal crew slots? Glad they changed that. Very glad they changed that. Now I actually don't know. I don't have any bind sockets. I was hoping to have at least one slot. But luckily, I think this intrusion battle, the enemy like says something before they leave on stage 2, and that counts as an extra turn, which removes the bind completely with Cat Viper's 2 turns. Because we get 4 turns, 1 turn gets reduced going from stage 2 to stage 3, and then 2 turns from Cat Viper. We need 1 more turn. We don't get cooldown. Are you kidding me? Luckily, the turtles here on stage 1 in East Blue are very tanky, so it's easy to stall. I think the issue might be that the specials are not leveled at all. Our captains do not give cooldown, so it's pretty bad. I should have farmed some duplicates for Cat Viper, but we have to stall a long time for Luffy anyways, so it's not the end of the world. Our HP is pretty bad, so hopefully we don't have to stall on the stage 2 or stage 3. I mean, we only need Cat Viper for the final stage, so I don't need to max out him on this stage here. Also, the audio sounds so funky because of the thing I'm using to mirror my phone onto the laptop. So if the audio sounds a bit demonic, then you know why. Treasure Crew's sounding a bit different lately. So we just have to stall a few more turns. I don't think we have enough HP on this turtle to get all of our specials charged. Oh wait, I didn't even realize Shanks reduces bind by 2 turns. So him and Cat Viper should be enough. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we have enough cooldown. We need 1 extra turn. We didn't even get bind. Was I looking at the final boss? Yo, I'm done for. I didn't know this. I genuinely didn't know this. Was I looking at the wrong boss? I think so, man. Yo. Wait, can I... Is there still a chance I can kill? No. I need to survive here. Like, please don't kill, bruh. Okay, he does only 400 attack damage. We only have 10 minutes left, man. Okay, he literally did nothing. Okay. Oh, wow, he has low HP. What? What? Okay. Was I overreacting? Is this really way easier than I thought? Okay, we have bomb orbs. I think we might be screwed here. Maybe. Just maybe. So you can put the quick orb on Cat Viper, the int orb on Law, and the strength orb on Luffy. Okay. Well, we have to stall a turn here. There's no way we can kill through all these defensive effects. Literally have all the basic defensive effects. Defense up, damage reduction, threshold, and resilience. But he's not doing anything else. We might actually be able to just kill here turn 1. Okay, well, Luffy shuffled all our good orbs that we had from Law. Okay, we actually have a lot of buffs here. Very easy kill. I knew East Blue would be super easy, but not this easy. You literally need nothing to win this. You could probably just go in there with no subs, just that strength Luffy as the captains, and you'll be safe. Very, very strange. So can I please get like a few blue tickets? Just for my troubles, please, a few blue tickets. This is a very long recording already, and we still need to do OPTC run, so that's going to be the last thing we do. And also the pool of the week. So can we please get 1,000 blue tickets? 1,000 is all I need. Sounds like a lot, but it's really not. Usually you get like 5k at the start of every treasure map on like the first fight. Of course, I only have 4.5k here. No blue tickets. Not a single blue ticket. Are you mad? Are you mad? But wait, these treasure spots are actually probably gonna give me way more points than the intrusion. Let me just see. I think I need to go to the right. No. Bro, this thing is bugging out so bad. Okay. I'm just gonna go up. Hopefully I land on that point spot there. Nah, this is actually so buggy, bro. What the heck? Yeah, I'm just gonna tap on my phone screen. Okay, can we please land on these point spots? That would give me so many points. Way more than the intrusion. Yes, okay. We got the first one. That's 3.7k. That's basically what I got from the intrusion. Okay, nothing. Man, East Blue has such terrible rewards. Are you kidding me? We just missed it. Okay, I need to go up. There's another spot there. Please, man, please. If we can land on that big spot there, and as you can see there above. If we can land there, then we're going to be safe, okay? A bit more. Still nothing. Are you mad? Please. Okay, I really don't care about the chest right now. A tablet, though, that is awesome. We don't really need tablets, though, without pullable units. Okay. Yes. Yes. Please, some tickets. No tickets. Bro, where are the tickets? Ah, it's actually so bad. Can we land on the pistol? Give me the cannon. Yes, okay, so this will kill all the bosses and give me a decent amount of points, I think. I think it'll give me a decent amount. I'm not sure. The thing is, the amount of points you get is based on if you have the boosted characters, so probably not going to get anything here. Maybe like 10k, I don't know. Okay, we defeated all of them. Only 4k, yeah. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Okay, at least we cleared some missions. But yeah, that seems like a daydream. I don't think we're getting any tickets. If we do get a few tickets, it's going to be like 5. It's really not going to be enough. New World League is just brutal, man. Yeah, it is brutal. Okay, I'm just going to like auto this and then hopefully we'll see what we get. Yeah, the final boss was a joke. I was able to kill with chain minimum attack down, and just regular attack down, and block orbs. Yeah. It's just East Blue is such a joke, man. It's actually such a joke. Well, of course we're not going to promote, but it is what it is. 27k points. 3 more minutes. Yeah, definitely not going to get anything. Maybe for 30k I get a few hundred tickets. Come on, just give me something to work with. Something to work with. That's all I need. I should have started earlier, but you know what it is. I had damn technical issues. Okay, we're just gonna do some OPTC run, do the weekly single pool, and then I'll be on my merry way. Tomorrow we'll have another episode. Hopefully we can get something interesting done. Maybe get a decent free-to-play unit. But for now, let me just see how far you have to go to get some blue tickets. Like, come on, bruh. It can't be that hard. Okay. 15. You only get 15 blue tickets at 51,000 points. You see what I mean? You need 1,000 to get one free-to-play character. 30 only. Yeah, this is a scam league, bruh. This is not worth it. I wish I started earlier just so I could promote, because it's way better to be in Grand Line than East Blue, especially now with the mini boss changes. The whole draw before with East Blue is that you didn't need to make a unique team for each boss, but now that mini bosses are gone, it doesn't really matter. So it is what it is. I'm just gonna do OPTC run. I need to reset my game. I'll meet you guys and hopefully we can get a decent score. And also I unlocked Pirate Alliance now, so that's pretty cool. So tell me if you're watching and you're in a low level alliance, will you be able to add me to your alliance? It'd be a great help. But for now, I'm just going to try and find some random alliance and hopefully they accept me. We'll see. Okay, well, I've sent a request to join the New Blood. They have 7 out of 10 members, but their bounty max is like not even 2 million. So that means they're clearly accepting anyone to join. As I said, as long as I'm in an alliance, I'm happy. So I'm pretty sure they'll accept. Hopefully they do. And then we can actually be in an alliance for Kizuna. Oh wow, I didn't even need to. They just like immediately accepted. Wow, that's crazy. Anyways, OPTC run. Let's see what we can get. Okay, here we have OPTC run. We're gonna get our Rainbow Tavern medals, with which we can do our first single pull for the week, which is going to be the one character for the week that we can actually keep. So that's going to be quite exciting. Hopefully something actually useful is going to arrive today. I'm actually not sure which banner I want to pull on. I mean, if I'm smart, I should probably pull on a banner like a PvP banner. The only issue is that there's a lower legend right there, but I would get access to a ton of limited characters like Pirate Rumble units, which would immensely help. So we're gonna see what happens. I mean, it's still, I think, a 1.5x legend rate on the Pirate Rumble banner, so that's probably gonna be where I pull, just for the chance, because I mean, Pirate Rumble is definitely gonna be the hardest game mode to play without any of the pullable units and no Straw Hat Crew pirates. Okay, let's see what happens for OPTC run. I will be playing on the phone itself because the lag will definitely be quite bad. But let's see what happens. Please, just a decent score. Oh, that's pretty bad. It's so laggy, man. It's so laggy. It's so laggy. Okay, I actually got a perfect. That's surprising. I mean, you guys can see the screen is just not agreeing with me. Come on, come on, come on. I'm just gonna tap early. I don't care about hitting perfects. I just need to survive, you know? I just need to survive. Okay, we actually hit a perfect. How did I fall there, bro? Are we serious? Buggy. Actually hit a perfect on Buggy. Oh, you mad? That's pretty good. I'm already in the red zone. I fell one time. Okay, we got to meet. This is actually pretty good. I'm satisfied with this score already, if I'm being honest. Oh, wow. And then it connects. It disconnects. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm just going to have to be satisfied with that. Let me actually try playing it on the laptop screen, because the issue is I can't even see Luffy on my phone itself because the screen is broken. Might actually be more playable here, even with the terrible latency issues. Yeah, I think it's much better. It's so slow though. It's the lag. Okay. Bro, what happened? I was trying to jump, but then it turned into a perfect unbuggy. Okay. Bro, I jumped on top of his head, bro. What is that? Yes. Okay, this is way better than the last run. You can hear the audio distorting, yeah. Perfect. Okay. Can we find a meat, please? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, wait, a perfect on crocodile. Okay, we died. But that is double the score before. You know what? I'm satisfied with that. For this account, for this device, it's a pretty good score, if I'm being honest. I don't think I'm gonna get much higher. I don't want to waste a bunch of stamina meats. We also get some OPTC run medals. Rainbow Tavern medals, should I say. So let's do the one single pool of the week. This is going to be quite interesting. Let's see who's going to join our box. I also still need to do these free multis for the Rayleigh points, but I'll do that in the next episode. This episode is really ridiculously long. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go onto a Power Rumble banner. The rates are going to be much lower, but if I can get a Power Rumble unit, it's going to be amazing. Should I do the treasure map banner? A treasure map rare recruit, or like if I can get a treasure map legend, that'll be boosted on every single treasure map. That'll be extremely valuable. Or should I just go Rumble? You know what? I'm feeling Rumble. Bro, what is happening, bro? It's so laggy. It's actually, it's unplayable actually. Like, I'm swiping, but nothing's happening. Bro, are we serious right now, bruh? There we go. Okay. So we need to do one single on the Power Rumble banner. And then we are done on the first week of the accounts. Technically the first week. Yo, I do not see this tavern for a long time. It's usually nighttime with a multi-pool, but let's see what we get. Please give me something usable on this account. Let's go. Legend! No, okay. Who's it gonna be? Clawhador and Django. This is garbage, bro. This character does nothing. All they do is some weak orb manipulation and then a conditional attack boost. And they don't even proc the conditional attack boost themselves. Okay, that is a great swap effect. We can't deny that's a great swap effect. And they do reduce blindness with this halo effect. Okay, it's usable. They also deal damage. They reduce despair. Okay, they are usable. Clawhador and Django is the single pool of the week. Very underwhelming, I can't lie. Come on, bro. Next week, surely we get something decent. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm out.